Good morning, guys. A good, great morning to all of those who tuned into the realest thing coming out of Guyana. Let me just heal up. Irene, Joseph Daniels, Rose, Ruby, Feroz. A good morning to you guys. Gayatri Seema, Tion, Becky, Joan. We're in Critic in the house. Sometimes you forget all them phrases where you set up. The critic, I used to say, the critic is in the house. Here what happened. I think too many times we're caught up and when I start my day, because it's a program and people want me to address issues, I start my day with the politics and the crime and the accidents and what's happening in Guyana. Morning, my brother.
Morning, boy. Like you realize I almost choked on me breakfast just now when I see the live notification come on. They just I rushing for put on the thing so I can see where's the latest, boy.
Yeah,
man,
buddy.
you something else.
So, I didn't do the gym this morning. I had something yesterday that upsetted my stomach, and I'm still working my way through that, what it was and how really I'm affected. Lots of work yesterday. But to put things into context, so when my day starts, I start about 4 o'clock in the morning. I wake up for about 4 o'clock in the morning. And now I start reading. First thing, I go straight to the washroom. When I get up, I go straight to the washroom. So I sit down in there with my book. I walk with my phone, right? And for one reason, I don't go on the phone anymore early in the morning. Let me tell you what's the reason. Like this morning, I was looking up words and these kind of things. So when I'm reading, if there's a word that I don't understand, people assume that you're supposed to know everything. Life is a learning process. The process of life is a learning process. You're going to walk, you're going to stump your toe. You know, you walk within Queenstown now, you will see they got new roads. Queenstown roads are not what they used to be. Alberton roads are not what they was a month ago. Life is ever changing. So if you assume that you know everything, I'm glad for you. I'm constantly learning new things all the time. So while I sit there, if I come upon words that I don't know, first thing I do is try to get the right pronunciation for those words and then the meaning for those words. Because if you're telling Google, you gotta get the right pronunciation, because if Google didn't understand it, they mean you ain't getting it right. Right? Kathy, good morning. Selena, good morning. Pamela, good morning to you. So that's what I do in the morning. Then between 4 to 5, I head off at the gym, 5 o'clock. Today I didn't go to the gym. Right? Because of my stomach feeling unsettled. So how do you plan your life? Now, somebody brought to my attention yesterday, Jabbar. When Kemraj Ramjatan, who is East Indian by the way, who should know what Jabbar means. But even as an East Indian, he's so knowledgeless. He's so lacking. Now, here I'm telling you, this is not me make up this thing. You sent the thing to me yesterday with Kemraj, a little piece we talking about me. Let me see, where is it? Rabi. So this is Kemraj yesterday.
Strong and diplomacy, all they want is to give the contractor funds big money. We soldier boys them want money.
Hold on.
We soldier boys them want arms and ammunition. And that is what you got to give the money to. $888 million they take. And they got to give a fella named the Critic. Fellow with Jabbar here.
Now, bear in mind,
Yeah.
this man is supposed to be East Indian. I am suggesting he is supposed to know what Jabbar means, what Jabbar means. Right? So let's see what Google says Jabbar is. Oh God, Kemraj. A man can ship it at a different level. Me no know somebody bring it to me. Me say, what? The man big me up and didn't even know. The man big me up and me no know. Me a cuss the man and the man a big me up. But he don't know he a big me up too. The boy with the Jabbar here. Right? So let's go to what Jabbar means. I can't make up these things. It's an Arabic word meaning giant or almighty. How Kamraja know this, man? Here Indian, how he don't know? Yeah, check what Jabbar means. How he don't know? He's not even a proper Indian. You check what Jabbar means in Hindustani. Right? Now hear what I'm saying. So when I started in the man, we started low life people like Ramjatan and Cathy Hughes and these people who would like to see themselves a certain way, but they got people put the ground, you know, the ordinary citizens who are more deserving of respect than these people. So when we started, they start with controversy. When I start my day, I start from 4 o'clock. I start reading. I'm doing things to contribute to me. What are you doing? What are you doing to contribute to you, the development of the country? By the way, when I say Louis get up half we tush and work for develop Guyana, when all the roads are done and there's no crime and there's no corruption, who lives in Guyana? Who benefits from that? If every single Guyanese contribute to a better Guyana, who benefits from it? If there's a clean, productive, educated, responsible society, who benefits from that? Except you plan to be in this world alone and you think this world is about you. You think about what your children are going to do. You think about what your grandchildren, that is it. Human beings, all of the years, their productivity have not been about themselves, about what they can do for others. Like the man who built the Empire State Building. What would have been the purpose if it was not to amaze others, have others go in the building? When the man built the electric car, the idea of building the electric car, where you think he built it, oh, I got to drive an electric car me alone, everybody wants to share. When a man makes a new discovery, when there's a new invention, the purpose is for others. If you look at great things, the things that are not great were meant for an individual and self. The things that are not great, the things that never come to fruition are what is given birth from selfishness. Hello, good morning.
Hi, Critic. Good morning. I just called to get on the live to make a comment on the Georgetown Public Hospital.
Yeah, my brother.
As years pass, I've been there just a week or so ago, and I must say I'm very impressed. With the level of service is now available to the average Guyanese. I mean, for years, a lot of people complain about it. But now, I must say, thanks to the hospital for, free of charge service. It's remarkable.
This is Georgetown Public
What I
Hospital.
experienced. Yes, correct.
All right, sir.
And from a typical, heart complaints to diabetic, issues, a wide range of stuff, from I spent a night in a hospital.
When you went there, what are some of the issues they looked at?
Well, they look at my heart condition. They look at my diabetes issues. They look at my, general collective analysis of my body. And I must say, from all the departments, from a CT scan to ultrasound, everything was, on par.
So you got a CT scan and an ultrasound?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep,
Tell me something. I'm hearing about Georgetown Hospital and the positive side of that. What have you been doing personally to alleviate these issues that you have? Obviously, in the Pivega heart concerns and diabetes, these things are related, right?
Yes, correct.
What have you been doing personally in terms of exercise, better eating practices? What have you been doing?
Well, I've actually inculcated that in my daily lives, like now, like exercise right, eat right.
Have you considered fasting?
Intermediate fasting, yes, that is a key factor. I've actually learned about that a little while ago.
Will you consider eating right? You're still eating roti and rice.
Yeah, but in portions, and you're eating a balanced meal. Not.
Where you getting this information from? Where do you get your information from that guides you in these things?
Well, I'll tell you what. The doctors there are very, very, knowledgeable.
They're sad. I can tell you, if I could guide you in the right direction, the last body you want to ask about healthier living practices is any doctor. You hear what I'm telling you?
Mm-hmm.
The people like I go to the salon the other day and I see a lady, she's about 400 pounds. I said she's a doctor. I said, doctor for what? She ain't doctor none for fucking me. You understand? She can't doctor nothing for me. I don't care what she know, how she know it. This thing is a process. And what has happened, our medical system has been hijacked. You understand? Most people, like for instance, when I go to me doctor, I say here, me doctors watch me and say, what you doing? How you fast this alarm? How you holding up this thing? Because he's never had that experience before. Good doctor, but he never had that experience before. So I say, here what to do. Take all the tests and you work how you normally just work. Run the tests, see if there's any shortcomings in my blood, lacking of anything, any sickness at all. Then he comes back and he said, no. He said, but. I said, but what? But it's perfect. Work with that. You understand? Don't worry what you're doing. And the funny thing is, these things that I've learned is not a big fancy science. You ain't gotta go to a rocket scientist to tell you. You go on YouTube, people can tell you, well, here, man. Me just eat this, and this has happened for me. Me just eat that. Simple, like when you look at where your grandmother used to eat and how long she lived, it's a simple thing. It's not rocket science. Because when you go to a doctor, a modern day doctor, what they tell you is about a quick fix to this issue you got. So they give you something for deal with the issue that arises out of diabetes, not to address the diabetes. And most of the things that help you to move away from sickness is what you don't use. Like you don't need to use processed food at all. A lady came me, I didn't want to help change. So understand, yes, somebody is drink Coke now. You understand? The problem is our normal practice. But if you look at why I'm advising you, I am advising you what not to do. So that means you got to stop some things. And if there are things that you have to stop that will help you to be better, that suggests that I can't make no money off of that. Because it's not things that telling you to do, it's things that telling you to stop doing. You understand?
Yeah, that's very intelligently put, Critic.
No, but what I'm telling you, you gotta be cautious with your doctors. Because your doctors will tell you,
correct.
use this stuff. Me, don't use nothing. Apple cider vinegar. I look at my diet. I have one meal a day. I have a nice meal. And I've incorporated love and affection with my meal. You want me to tell you how? I just make sure I sit down 1 hour a day with my friends. Yesterday we eat for 45 minutes and my partner said, hey, what now? We still got 15 minutes more. Take your time and digest. You understand? So we gather, we talking, and you're stuffing down. I sit down, take my time, chew my food. We watch, we say here, you know, sometimes we're eating too much. We take every day, lunchtime, because it's the one meal I have when the day is up. I make sure that I do it with my friends. Once I can every day, and even when we travel together. So we sit down and we have lunch. We have constructive conversation. You feel a nice, positive vibes. You eat. You laugh. You feel good. Compared to eating like, oh yes, let me just eat and I gotta move on again. No. We ain't got time with what doing after, with this 12 o'clock. Between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. We ain't discussing, what doing after 1 o'clock. What doing after 1 o'clock gonna be doing after 1 o'clock. We making laugh, talking bullshit, some shit you wouldn't even believe adults are supposed to be talking. If somebody tap with table and listen to we talking, they say these people retarded. This banner guy in his Critic is retarded. Because we talking some crazy things that they're talking in school. But remember, it's a relaxing mode. But to put things into context for you, simple YouTube videos, healthy eating practices, and everywhere you go, nobody talking about rice, nobody talking about roti. Flour is a no-no. And you will see your whole demeanor change, your whole body change, how you feel. Like I had something yesterday that had a lot of ginger inside, maybe too much ginger, and my stomach hurt right away. My stomach is so sensitive. You understand? I know when I'm going off course with things. If I eat, I could eat how much meat I want. I could eat how much pear I want, fruits. When you see it go to processed foods, with a set of carbohydrates inside, right away my body recognizes it. My gut biome is so sensitive to these kind of things. You understand? So when you go into them, what you gotta look at, kudos to you and your doctor. And we're going on down there. But I can tell you the people who are living a healthier, better life, first thing they're doing is the supermarket when you go and see all them. You remember the days when it's border market, green was the extent of our shopping list? You remember?
Yep. And people have less complications then.
Yes, it used to be Edo, cassava, sweet potato, plantain, and all them things now. You had about 100 items to choose from and cook in many different ways. 7 curry for special occasions. How the fudge we move from there in 10, 15, 20 years to thousands of items? How the hell do we move from that? Now, bear in mind, when you go in a supermarket, you got several brands. You got hundreds of brands and millions of items. You understand? You go into Marseille supermarket, and when you look at the confection, sugar is the same thing. I pay you with this sugar, I pay you with that sugar that way, I pay you with that sugar that way, I pay you. It's the same fudging thing. How much sugar do you need? You understand? You understand what's destroying us? When I walk in psychologically and program, I can't deal with that. The only thing I have in a packet is walnuts. You understand?
Oh yeah.
You gotta look. First thing, I do not drink any beverage unless it's water. Well, doesn't matter. I only drink water or natural made worst case scenario, natural made juices. Simple as that. Not a try, not a drink a day, not nothing. Period. Not a Coke, not a Sprite, not a nothing. Done with that. And I gotta start going through and doing some short videos showing the amount of sugars that there in these things. Right? We talk, bro. But live a long, healthier, better life. You gotta put effort into it. Thanks to the Georgetown Hospital for helping you and all those things. But moreover, it is important what you do in your life for betterment.
That's very true.
Roger, brother.
All right, bro. Thanks a lot.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Is this Critic?
Yes, ma'am, speaking. How can I help you? Turn down the thing in the background.
Okay. I have a problem. I'm going to vigilance since last week. They had to do a paper for me at the back of vigilance court, under the court. And every day you go somebody and sign it, they will call you and they never call me. Every single day I go in up.
Is relation to child support?
No, it's real to a tenant something. I seized the thing and we had to put it for sale. And they're not doing up the paper. This is 3 times, and when the day for sale, them don't get the things. Nobody.
Send the details to me on WhatsApp and let me see what I can do for you.
What to do?
Send the details to me on WhatsApp, your name and son. Let me see what I can do for you. If I can get time to somebody to help you. You personally gotta live a healthy, better life. Glad kudos to Georgetown Hospital for the services that provided now, but I tell you, I don't even reach there. Me even want you reach there. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. How you doing?
Returning a missed call to you, sir.
Yeah, good things to you. I just want to touch 2 points quick, fast, man. NIS put out a memo there for all the backlog of people who got to collect voucher, right? The cash voucher for stick or whatever. I know what these people do. Put it very fine. Fine on the website and fine on the Facebook page. Fine. And then put the people them name. It's just number. Over 200 something numbers with NIS numbers. You tell me to God Critic. If I gotta go through the whole thing, I gotta get a binoculars glasses, call it. I even can't remember the glass name. So look for me the NIS number. Which you should have put your name and your number, so you can look for your name in alphabetical order. You gotta do better than this, buddy. You gotta do better than this. The people that say when it comes to NIS and this nation is a rip-off body. Now if I got through there now and me see me number, they won't call me and I got left just up. Got 3 months them take for paying me a sick leave.
All right, brother. I hope somebody hear your concern and have it addressed. Yeah. So what are you doing in your life? And this morning is about that. It's about how do you motivate yourself? Where do you get the drive from? What practices you use in your life to do better? Like me friend, when we done afternoon, me go by them. Now we only eat in 1 meal a day. When we go by them house like a supermarket. If you see thing there for eat their partner. I don't go there no more in the afternoon because I don't want to have to deal with those urges. Yesterday, because of my stomach hurting me, I had little ice cream. Yes, but hello, good morning.
Yes, I wanted to comment on the last 2 callers. The gentleman that was calling about his visit to the Georgetown Public Hospital and his health, and the good advice you were giving him. I feel like what contributes to a lot of our problem is the adoption of a Western diet. Like, he sounds like he was overseas at some point. Not saying that Guyanese don't end up with diabetes and these things, but I remember growing up in the 70s, most East Indians and Indians who had a diet of roti and those types of things, they were fine people. But I feel, some of them were fat. But I feel as the flour get processed
The process, yes.
Additives, yes. All these
Not only that,
additives.
you got to remember, they worked hard at that time. So work becomes easier. You have access to more food because remember, before, like when I worked at the estate, just 20 years ago, I worked at the estate at about 17. So over 20 years ago, when I worked at the estate, I walked with my lunch. There was no snacking. They had no snacking in between.
That's right.
You understand? I walked with my lunch. I had breakfast in the morning, then I walked with my lunch, and then we had dinner in the night. So you had 3 meals, but I used to work very hard, so that thing was processed. Right?
That's right. You were burning the calories.
Raja. So now it's a whole different scenario.
Processed sugars. All of these different things. People are not eating greens, red vegetables, anything that's red, green, yellow. All of these things have different things that they do to the body. And you talked about.
We used to drink with little tea. Granny used to make sure you get that lemongrass tea that's got your piss in, give you a clean out. You understand? Nobody paid attention to lemongrass tea would have you urinating unusually, right? Imagine you're drinking water, you're pissing regular, and then when you drink lemongrass tea, it had you peeing more. It obviously was cleaning something, it initiated something. You understand? The different bushes and all them things.
Good, and lemongrass tea was good for malaria and all those different things, especially.
You mean a little Corilla? Once your grandmother see little bile come out on your face and so, she give you the Corilla, no, you gotta get them clean out. We drink with cenopads and we salt. These were natural things that we could have used.
Good.
Here.
See, we adopting this Western society. We're eating processed sugar. You're making cake. You're buying it in the box. Pastries.
Bro, when I go in the supermarket and see the amount, I said, man, nobody picking up that all you eating is sugar. That man take sugar and flour and put it in a million different farms with a million different looks and excite people. And it's the same thing, you know. A man eating a pint tart, a cheese roll, but all the damn thing is flour and sugar. Flour and sugar. And they roll it different, give it a different shape.
About the gut biome, right? People don't realize that your stomach is the big man when it comes to your health. If your stomach flora is off because of all of the sugar we're eating, you're gonna get sick. So what you mentioned there just now about your gut biome, most people don't even understand or even know what you're talking about.
No, they haven't gone so far. That's why I do my fasting. Hold for me, buddy. Hold for me. I get another call right away. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Chris. How are you there?
Talk to me, brother.
All right. Here is something I want to use your program to talk to some people, the contractors, them out there. Who
you didn't talk about that yesterday? You didn't talk about that yesterday?
No, me called you yesterday.
Oh, all right. Let me hear you.
Anyhow, what you want to say to these people? You know.
Oh, shit. You call me? Yeah. You call me and talk to me. I tell you, call for the program. Safe. Talk to me.
Good.
Just the way you talk to me, and I hear your voice and you say the contractors, it's like deja vu. So I think, man, I hear this thing already, but don't forget you call me off air.
Off air.
Safe, bro. Safe.
Anyhow, where I want to say to them, we know the gospel of the opposition. Only the PPP friends and family getting contracts. And we know shit because you got to bid and you got to go through a process and you win it. But all I'm saying to these people now, like a call name like Avinash, you got 70. Please, y'all do the work good and do it on time. So that the people them in the car who are complaining about who getting contracting and they're not to complain about. And they're going to come off a jack there with their farm bone.
No, but here what happens. Here what happens. Two things you got to look at. It's good that you're making that plea there, but there's certain circumstances that hinder people's progress. No, I ain't telling you about natural circumstances. As we speak today, I have had a delay yesterday. The man was supposed to come and do the testing for the rolling in. The sand where we rolling didn't come yesterday. And we was to start throwing in red loom in a road that I'm doing. If I could weigh in and help you out here, right? So there's a natural circumstance. Then, moreover, because of this country growing so fast, But people are poor managers. When you go and see, you know, is it when a man get money? Don't worry with some of these contractors. And here was the funny thing. It is because there's a political infusion make people talk about it. But construction is just like any other business, right? No, I just went to, let me see if I got the pictures. I just went to Courtney Ben. They got some things they sell, is in receivership, Courtney Ben. You remember the big Courtney Ben?
Yeah.
They are presently in receivership, right? Let me show you some things.
No, but I am watching you. I definitely wrote.
Okay, well, I'm showing the viewers and so, right? So Courtney Ben, things get seasoned, so, and he is in receivership. So I gone now for go and see what they got. Partner, I feel sorry. I feel sorry for these people. This is what these people got, right? This is the extent of what left of Courtney Ben. Old roller, partner. This is what they see is the big Courtney Ben. You understand? So when me look at it, me calculate, partner, me presently got 10 times more thing than this thing.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So poor management. Courtney Ben must be done there, taking little blows, and then come under the APNU administration that you can't sustain yourself. He take wipe out. You understand? So when I go, I feel so sorry for them. I watch these things, partner. I said, Jesus Christ, who is this? This is scrap iron. You understand? Them thing they never forgot. So when you go to a lot of the construction people, if you come to me site, I don't have nothing that ain't working. If something is not working for me, immediately it's being fixed. You understand? Me naga whole thing.
That's the idea.
Me naga whole thing. So you go into some contractors and you see poor management, mismanagement, misuse of finance, they owe a set of loan that they service, and it's bare madness going on.
But I want to tell you something. A man like you, that ain't gonna happen, you know why? Every day, you there. You watching, you walk Guyana.
Brother?
You seeing what Guyana. You operating just like a worker. That's good.
Brother?
I hear you talking about these preachers growing up, what up? I want to know why not contracting doing rather than putting out steel and casting.
Well, it's a massive, here what happened. It is a massive investment that I made up front. Now, the precast drains, we had to make huge molds. Like how you got a black mold?
Yes.
So I got a big mold, 20 feet long, and it's got a big setup for cast dust. So man calculated I can spend $4 million for go. Like right now we got on the ground at Unvowac, $20 million in steel. Let me tell you, investment and how it goes one time. So buy $20 million in steel to develop more molds for make 14-inch piles. Just for what needed for the bridges, so they're on high demand. When I done buy the steel and put it on the ground and then for work and coming up with a plan for start make these molds, like when we make at Providence, then I realized that I could get 2 times the amount of molds already made in China for $10 million. You hear me tell you? So what you believe happened there? Me end up with $20 million steel in my hand that I got use for right now. You understand? No, I call a man, I said, I tell a man, just do steel business. I tell you, I said, brother, watch, I could get this thing reasonable, you understand? Because I don't want it left down there. I don't want to tie up money like that. It's management. Now, in this case, I could not have helped it. I watch a better option. I ain't gonna go and build the steel because I tell you, I got $20 million in steel. I ain't tell you how much $1 million I got to spend for welding and put it together. And I'm getting 2 times the amount of molds from China landed in Guyana for about $10 million. Why go in and build that for? That deal got for put on pause right away. I could use the steel in other areas, right? But again, it's management, is understanding that all I've been doing is putting back into my business. All I do, Sunday they call me boss. They gotta get this, they gotta get that. TBN give me a little money for buy my lunch and all. I take out money from me pocket and go put it in. You understand? I don't take out money from my business. When you look, the guy bandits come to me want excavator for rent. And the man driving Land Cruiser. I said, buddy, how you could get a $20-something million Land Cruiser? You don't have an excavator. I still got me car.
Yeah.
I just buy a 4x4. Right? People would assume, well, here, Critic got it.
Critic rich.
Me car.
Big.
Me friend carry me down at the back of Diamond the other day with the 4x4. And she said, you bring you car in here. Now they sell me, they buy a 4x4 reason, they fit it up and thing, and they sell me back. Right?
Right.
So I get 4 yesterday, the 4x4 guy get tired. I go and take it from Tony.
Right.
You understand? I take a charge bill from Tony. Don't know. I got a little month to pay the money.
What's gonna happen to you now in the future? You're gonna become the fucking go-to construction company in this country because you're making the investment in your tools and the equipment. And that is why he's in business. You're not in business for tomorrow alone. You're investing for the future. And you're going to be so professional and so punctual that you're going to get the majority of the contract. Then you're going to hear the Ganalo. It's Jack Dale Company you run it. Take my word for it.
Here, Jack Dale, here I tell you. Jack Dale is a good economist, right? If not the best in this hemisphere. But telling you, even why you do. Me accountant just ask me, how you do, right? Me understand. Because I all in, brother. You understand?
Listening to wise people. You mix with shit, you're going to get shit, my brother. I watched yesterday, man, the program, you said you're going to sue Rum Japan.
Oh.
When you sue him, we can take him money and give charity. We don't want you cry money. We can feed them little children with it.
Roger, but I hear you.
Yeah, nobody says strong.
We talk, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, oh shit. I forget I had Daniel on the other side. You got, here. A lot of the business people are not good managers. This is the first thing. Hello, good morning.
Man.
Yeah, brother. Sorry, brother.
Yeah, man. Back to the stomach. So here, the man. You remember growing up, there was a drink called Puma?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, I want to ask you a question. Who is the largest owner of proprietary seeds and fertilizers in the world?
I would say Monsanto's.
Aye, okay, good. The same drink Puma was made by Monsanto. So if you check it, what you're realizing is that these companies are infiltrating toward world countries and emerging economies and countries. So all of these foods that we're eating are being manipulated, genetically modified organisms and all these things. But yeah, I live here in Florida, right? I went to the store there the other day, Sam's Club, to go buy things what I just normally buy. And when something tell me to read the package. When I checked the package, it said genetically engineered ingredients. So Guyanese people gotta go back to their roots. Don't worry with the rest of the world.
We have an opportunity to control our lives. You understand what I tell you? I do it. Partner, I feel energy. Anytime I go wrong, my bodies go off. And here was the funny thing. So I eat at a Brazilian restaurant every day now. Right? You can't go to a local restaurant. They always got some mix-up shit. The Brazilian restaurant, beef and everything is just grilled, the salads and everything, very straightforward. When you go to Brazil and you go in, there's foods there, you understand? Everything natural. Everything natural.
That's what we got to go back to. We got to go back to what we know. Remember, we're indigenous people. We were brought to that continent by colonial people. And we now adapt. We came initially with our concept of food and dietary nutrition. It was talking about yams, edo, plantain, greens, and everything. Now, all of a sudden, when you check it, we got this processed food mentality. We want KFC, we want Burger King, we want...
Nah, boy. That don't work.
Listen, that not gonna work.
Plus here now, here what people don't know. It takes you back into poverty plus.
Good.
Here was the funny thing. The cost.
The amount of money you gotta spend.
The amount of money you spend for food that is not nourishing, so you gotta buy more food because it's not giving you enough nourishments. So you gotta buy more food. Then the added expense of dealing with the issues and complications that come from that food that you had to buy a lot and eat.
Now
Then you end up in the hospital.
Medication to help mask.
Poor people are eating their way into poverty.
That's right. So now you're on medication to mask the symptoms, not to treat the problem.
Here.
And now you're spending money on pills.
Last night I went to the supermarket and I bought 2 trays of egg. A tray of egg for me, a tray of egg for my mom. I bought some bananas and papa for my mom. Now I'm there. I used to be this person too, but I'm telling you now what is it. And I'm looking and the guy goes there, buy a couple piece of thing in a bag. Couple piece of thing in a black bag, and one of the things was a huge chocolate. Now when I watch it, I don't know. When I watch him, he had to do the fucking slippers he wearing alone and thing. Yes, they're struggling. But the mindset that they have, this chocolate is about $1,000 something.
Jeez.
The normal day pay in Guyana is $3,000 to $5,000. So he spent, depending on what he working for, either 50 or 25 to 50% of his salary just on a chocolate. Well, obviously, when you watch them, like I go in my friend fridge, they just got chocolate, long, and me, the dark chocolate, and me's come and break a piece and eat it, and me's eat out the chocolate. The chocolate is there long. Right? But you know these poor people, by the time you go in and they bust it up, say done. So there's a one-time thing, right? Just for little gratification, which in the $1,000 could cook a meal that everybody gets solid meal with proper nourishment that can last them the process of a day.
Yes.
People are not.
We gotta change, man. We gotta change we mentality, man. We gotta stop worrying about what's going on outside.
No. Well, what happens? The people
you.
can't know. The people can't know. Me know. Got to make more effort. People like Ramjatan and all them, they gotta get more effort and create policies that are gonna protect the people.
Every Guyanese walking around in the country got a cell phone, and all of them watching TikTok and this.
No,
and
but
that,
they know what for look, partner. It is hard to decipher truth from fact when you have one half of the society is completely retarded. No, here, this is not a joke. If you follow, if you're an ardent follower of the PNC and the AFC, you are basically retarded. You ever tell you?
Platform, yeah, but you got the platform now. So rather than watching TikTok and Rick Rock and all of this thing, people now need to start looking for the links to these videos that you
I start the Guyanese Critic page, Mikhail Rodriguez, my personal page. It's not about politics, but it's healthy living, exercising and all them things. Hey, me or come and abuse out people.
I watch where you go from in terms of your health and your size, and you walking down the road huffing and puffing and thing.
Yeah.
It's a different person.
I could do a 5 mile run in just a year. In just a year.
You are the litmus test. You are the example. So if people are looking for change, they don't have to look far. All they have to look at is what you have done. So when you disseminate this information now, they will have to take it as truth and fact, because your life has changed as a result of the way that you eat, how you rest, how you work, your friends, your this, your dog, no alcohol, no drinking. Watch. You think you'd have a Banks, DIH, and all of these different companies in there now if everybody changed their mindset?
No. Here, them banana exist. They're going to make healthy stuff. Banks, DIH is going to start cutting cassava, parboil, and give them healthy stuff to eat. Yeah?
They got to do that.
They're going to manufacture good things. The people just have to want it.
Good.
The people just have to want it.
Appreciate you.
Those people are fulfilling demands. Safe, buddy. So, today's motivation. So, guys, keep it real. Peace out.